Today on Designing Spaces, helping homeowners with better risk, crime, and vulnerability assessments. Surefox offers home security solutions. Making a difference for the planet with Bonterra paper products. Plus, providing outstanding anti-slip properties in both wet and dry conditions. And home repair tips from the experts. Time to design.
As the saying goes, a man's home is his castle. But these days, modern homeowners don't need an army to defend their property. They should, however, be prepared and proactive. Today, tips on how to protect your home with Surefox North America. Let's take a look.
I'm Josh Stott, CEO and co-founder of Surefox North America. Surefox North America is a nearly all ex-military boutique firm that operates much on the values that we grew up in the military. We've embodied our own values from quality, transparency, and respect, and we bring that into everything that we do. Surefox provides physical vulnerability assessments of properties. In doing so, we're able to assess different attributes of the building, windows, glass, doors, security cameras, all attributes that give you proper standoff. In a lot of ways, an assessment gives you a disinterested third party that can give you a proper assessment of saying, hey, I could break into your home rather easily, and this is the way that I would do it. And that gives you an opportunity to maybe make that improvement before that opportunity is made present for somebody who wants to take advantage of it. At the end of the day, you've got to be your own advocate. All too often, people rely on maybe city officials or police, and they assume that that is going to save the day. And in all actuality, most police response times are 10 or sometimes 15 minutes in some cities. If that's true, then you're your own advocate for that first 15 minutes, and you've got to do all that you can to protect yourself or slow down an intruder so that you've got an opportunity to survive.
All right, so Josh, we're on the very exterior of this property. So could you tell me about what you were saying about the first layer of a defense?
Sure. Well, in this particular house, you have an exterior gate, right, which provides you your first layer of protection. And here we have a keypad, and you have access control with these automatic doors, and that's going to give you some access control and let you know who's coming in. Now, if you're an everyday homeowner, you can duplicate this entire very expensive process with something like Ring or another doorbell-generated, Wi-Fi-based access control system.
Right.
This is a very fancy setup. This was spent thousands of dollars. It's very well made, but this kind of process, or even the system, can be duplicated with something off of Amazon for a few $100s these days. With gates, they come with a lot of great advantages. It prevents people from truly gaining access unless you really want them to have access. But when we talk about safety features, it has its deterrents, right? So everyday homeowner doesn't have to deal with a large gate maybe when, say, an emergency vehicle might have to arrive.
And it always doesn't have to be a physical gate. Sometimes it can be a natural barrier like shrubs or trees or plants or something like that.
No, absolutely. Shrubs, trees, winding roads. What you don't want is very direct, straight routes to your house, right? Anything that causes somebody to have to turn or slow down prevents them from even using the vehicle maybe to use it to breach the gate.
All right, well, let's go check out the rest of the house.
Let's check it out.
All right, so now that we're past the gate, and before we get inside the house, there's two key security features out here, the exterior lighting and security cameras. Can you tell me a little bit about those?
Right, some of the most basic features you can apply to the exterior are going to be lighting and cameras. The nice thing about both of those is they generally have intersecting fields, and they require the same kind of placement and maintenance. A lot of folks will install cameras, and over time, trees get taller, bushes get taller, and it does take some active maintenance to kind of clean those up. You got to make sure cobwebs are not growing around them, nothing's obstructing the view, you have dust, rain, all the normal weather elements that you would have exterior.
And then when it comes to exterior lighting, is there certain placements that you should put it?
Well, at a home you have two types of lighting, right? You have lighting for home and you have lighting for security. So your security lighting should generally be outward facing. You're talking about high wattage, usually sensor triggered, and that gives you that kind of surprise response, right? I'm sure everybody's been at home and had their own light trigger on them, and it still gives you a little jolt, right? Can you imagine the criminal when they're walking on? It gives them a completely different outlook.
Josh, so now we're on the inside of the house. So can you tell me a little bit about, what this house has done right in terms of security and maybe some things that they could add?
What they've done here, this homeowner's done a great job. We've got good solid doors. You've got some window that's reinforced with some metal, good deadbolts, interior facing hinges, right? And we have a door sensor that's connected to the alarm system, right? All good features. Now, it doesn't stop here, though. There's a lot of good opportunity for improvement. There's additional locks and other small things you can place on the door for an extra layer of security.
All right, so you were just mentioning the sensors on the front door. What would it look like if we put a sensor on one of these windows?
Well, I'm glad you bring that up. We just leaving the front door, it's a solid piece of wood. Somebody's gonna try to gain entry to your home, they're not gonna use the front door. So if you have a window in your home that's this large, you really need to have some sort of auditory sensor to detect its frequency if it's broken.
And what would that look like? Do you put it on the window, or where do you put it somewhere else in the room?
There are some models that do get installed on windows, but the best application would be somewhere central in the room so it can detect that proper frequency.
I know that when I set the alarm in my house, it's more for a peace of mind rather than anything else. So can you explain to me a little bit more about the benefits of having an alarm system in the house?
Right, we're close to the front door. This is your typical kind of keypad alarm system. Obviously, this one's from ADP. Everything operates the same. You've got your key functions, you've got your alarm, your fire, and everything is tied into the sensors. If you've got windows, you've got glass break sensors, you've got door alarm sensors, and they're all tied to a central unit that will contact the police. A lot of alarm systems will give off a large, loud sound. Some that are triggered by sensors, right? This one also allows you to manually trigger the alarm, which will allow you to contact the police.
If somebody's breaking into the house and you need to actually contact the police or maybe even EMS, it's probably better if it's closer to a place you might be hiding in the house, right? That might be a primary bedroom.
So you're saying putting a secondary unit for an alarm system in a primary bedroom. Could you show me what could work in this house?
No, I think we got some good examples. You want to go check it out?
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so this is just a typical closet in a primary bedroom, right?
Absolutely, yeah, there's nothing special about this closet. We're about three rooms deep into this house. We have solid core wood doors and we have deadbolts all the way throughout, which create nice barriers all the way through to what would be the safest point in the house. Generally what you need is a place that you can coordinate with your family and you can have a plan and you can move to the safest point of the house. And in that room you have access to your alarm panel, your CCTV cameras, and most likely power, right? Because you're going to need to be able to charge a phone or you're going to need to be able to sustain yourself for a little bit until police arrive.
All right, Josh, tell me what this piece of equipment is.
This is a very large generator for a very big house. I don't think most folks would need anything quite this big, but the generator and the backup power is really important, especially with everything we've discussed today.
What about safety equipment? Why is it important to have like a fire extinguisher down here?
Well, much like you would have in the kitchen, if you have a place where you're going to have fire, you have combustion, it's important to properly maintain that equipment and keep safety features near that equipment. Otherwise, you're fixing one problem and creating two.
Natural disasters. I mean, with all the natural disasters we're having around the country, why is it important to have one of these?
It's incredibly important. Having a backup generator is important for food, it's important for lights and cameras and all the security features we've kind of discussed. In the event of a hurricane, it might be days or weeks before you get an opportunity to have somebody come by and restore power or provide you food and water, and it's an opportunity for you to give that extra layer of protection in a time where you're not going to have EMS or police support.
All right, Josh, well, I just want to say thank you so much for showing me through this property today. It really means a lot to me to show, the safety features that I can implement in my own home.
Well, this is a really important topic to us, so we're passionate about it. For those at home that are starting to take interest in personal home security, you don't need to be a multimillionaire to have the kind of features and stuff that we talked about today. You can get these features into your home. If you don't know what you're doing at home, feel free to reach out to a consultant. They're not as expensive as you think.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
To learn more about the security solutions we've discussed today, visit surefox.com or our website, designingspaces.tv.
Now more than ever, small changes can make a big impact on our environment, and it's time to put my household to the test. With 3 kids, a stay-at-home husband, and me, a TV host, media maven, and all-around woman on the go, things are busy around here. But it's important to never lose sight of the bigger environmental picture. So it's time to create more sustainable habits. Okay, time for a family meeting. Daddy's been looking at our purchases and he notices we are using a lot of paper products.
And it's easy not to really think about it, but there's many new ways that we can all make a difference.
And honestly, I've been thinking about it too. We have a project due in school about how we can help keep plastic out of our oceans.
And that's very relatable here in Florida because we're surrounded by water.
So what's the plan?
Well, we're gonna do some research, and Dylan, you can help me.
researching my school project, and look what I found. By 2050, there could be more plastic in the oceans than fish. We need to do more to protect our oceans. I want my kids to enjoy the ocean just like we do now.
Well, that's the point. We want you kids to be good stewards of the earth, so you and your kids and their kids can appreciate and protect Mother Nature.
So it's time to switch it up and find more eco-conscious options to protect the environment. Does that sound good?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Good, Dill? Good.
Hey guys, the good news is I found a paper products brand that'll do all the work for us.
Tell us more, Dad.
Well, let's start with the name, Bonterra. Any idea what that means?
I'm studying Spanish, and tierra sounds like earth.
That's right. It's Latin, and terra means earth, and bon means good in French. So voila. You get good earth, quality, and sustainability all in one. And they don't just have toilet paper, they also have paper towels and facial tissue. Daddy just got a bunch on Amazon. And Dylan, I know you like to help Daddy put things away, so do you want to help him with this?
Yes!
And here's what I learned. Bonterra paper products are made from responsibly sourced paper and wrapped in plastic-free packaging with carbon-neutral manufacturing. Their responsibly sourced 3-ply bathroom tissue is soft and strong. I love the convenience of these paper towels. With 3 kids, this helps us minimize waste. They're strong, absorbent, and convenient. So, not sacrificing comfort, softness, or quality by choosing a product that believes in sustainability. Juliana, great news for your project. They don't use plastic in their packaging. They don't want it in the oceans either. Listen to this. Bonterra has a long-standing partnership with 4Ocean, a premier ocean cleanup company dedicated to ending the ocean plastic crisis. Through this partnership, Bonterra and 4Ocean have pledged to remove 100,000 pounds of plastic from the ocean this year. That's the equivalent of 4.5 million single-use plastic water bottles. I love it, making waves for the world one roll at a time.
That's awesome. I can't wait to start my project. Small changes, big impact.
It's time for us to start using Bonterra. You can get this on Amazon. Dylan, you know what you need to do now. For more information, visit their website or just visit ours at designingspaces.tv.
The following is brought to you by Front Door, the one-stop home repair and maintenance app. Download for free today.
It's time to take your dishwasher from odorous to odorless. Here's how. Pull out the bottom rack and remove the filter. Remove debris using a soft bristled brush with soap and water to remove any remaining gunk and check that the drain is clear. Next, check both the upper and lower spray arms. Use a toothpick to clean the outlet nozzles and rinse the holes to catch anything you missed. Be sure to check the dishwasher's gasket seals for any mold and mildew. Wipe it away with a sponge and warm water, then let air dry completely before replacing. Lastly, clean the inside of the dishwasher by pouring 2 cups of white vinegar in a dishwasher-safe bowl and placing it on the top rack. Turn the dishwasher on the longest, hottest cycle setting. Most manufacturers recommend cleaning monthly with an approved cleaning product.
Need help? Download the Front Door app today and get 1 free video chat with a home repair expert.
Slips and falls happen every day and can occur anywhere. Many of these injuries sustained from these falls can be prevented when appropriate precautions are taken.
VersaTraction, we started back as a surf company back in 2007, actually, and there had to be a better solution than the actual heavy EVA mat that goes on your board. So they came up with this engineered process that etches into your board and becomes, grippy when wet. Out came a couple other products. One was started was No Slip Mat, which ended up being our Kahuna Grip bath mats, now our top seller. VersaTraction product, it's a wide variety. It's keeping you safe inside your home, workplace, boat, surfboard, water sports, anywhere you can stick it, it goes.
Stop slipping and start gripping. VersaTraction is essential for when you need more non-skid grip.
Once our traction becomes wet, it becomes grippy. like a suction cup to the bottom of your feet or the soles of your shoes. It is non-abrasive. Most of them are like a sandpaper, and ours is completely soft to the touch, and it doesn't wear out like all the other ones. Over time, sandpaper kind of wears out and becomes smooth. And then the other alternative to that would be a vinyl that once it becomes wet, it becomes a lot more slippery than grippy. One of its many applications is around your pool area. It's like a little stick. You peel off the back and you lay it down on the surface, and as you lay it down, you smooth it out. Easily conformable, and it can contour into any shape that you really need. Very durable, as you can see. And if you need to cut it, it's paper thin, so it's easy to cut with regular scissors.
I purchased VersaTraction because I had a very dangerous fall in my shower, and it scared me to death, so I looked for something that I could use in my shower and bathtub that would prevent me from slipping and falling. Both the bath mat and the shower mat. Very easy to install. I've had mine for 2 years now, and it's still just like new. It washes easily. I never feel like I'm gonna slip or fall at all when I take a shower or bath now. Another use that I have found is in my garage. And when it's been raining so much lately, it was very slippery at my side door and the back door to my garage. So I took some of the strips and put them down in my garage floor, and that solved the problem completely. I recommend it to all my friends.
Made in America from high-quality materials, this patented peel and stick is grippy, not sticky.
VersaTraction's made out of a poly blend diamond groove material with a patent process that we do on top of it that creates little tiny microbes that become suction cups when wet. It becomes grippy, not sticky. Our poly blend material is actually treated so it will not yellow in the sun or discolor over time.
Not just for one place, VersaTraction is for every place.
Our VersaTraction product is so versatile it can be used anywhere, inside your home, in your garage, around the pool area, your truck, your trailer steps, your boat, kayak, surfboard. The application possibilities are endless. Our product will keep everyone safe.
To learn more about VersaTraction, visit the website at versatraction.com and designingspaces.tv.
For more information on anything you've seen on today's show, or to be a part of the show, go to our website, designingspaces.tv.